1045 The Team, 1045theteam.com. On the phone right now, Austin Clark, Nisky native who plays first base for Cortland State University, and that pains me to say as an Oswego graduate. But the Red Dragons 19-3 this season. Austin, you're hitting .388. What's been the key to your early season success?
I think just mentality, just believing in myself and kind of just getting out there and just knowing I've been there before. I've had the chance to play at the biggest stage of college baseball at Division III level, at least out in Wisconsin, playing in the College World Series. So kind of just like installing belief in myself and just going out there with an approach and sticking to it and just driving the ball the other way. And as I said, just believing in yourself.
I don't think people realize just how dominant Cortland is. I think I went 0-3 against Cortland in my college career. You guys win the national championship last year. What was that whole ride like? What was that experience like?
It was unbelievable, and it still kind of is unbelievable when you look back on it. Just like thinking about our journey, and we had a group of guys that was unbelievable. No group that I've ever really been a part of. 1 to 9, 1 to 15. We were getting hits, we were making plays. We had great coaches. The journey itself was unbelievable because there were some games along the way that were close that we came back in the last inning, and just having guys that stick together and believe in each other is just one of the main things that goes to being a successful program. And I was just lucky to be a part of it.
One of the things it's interesting to hear you say there are games where you were down and came back. One of the knocks on any dominant program ever is, well, you know what? They're always used to winning, and they're always used to winning big. So if you can keep it close, you're going to make them tighten up. And that's how I always thought about Cortland. I was like, look, we can beat them if we make them uncomfortable, and they're not used to playing tight games. But you guys were able to overcome that last year.
Yeah, we played a couple close games down in Florida against Endicott. I remember we had a couple walk-offs against Brockport. We came back from 4 down in the second game of the College World Series to win the national championship. Had a nice rally, a couple bunts, single by Nick Hart up the middle. It gives me chills every time I think about it because the fortitude of our guys was just unbelievable, and that was just our season in a nutshell in one game. And we were lucky enough to win that game and go on and be the first team to ever win a national championship at Cortland. So that's definitely something that I'll remember forever. Austin
Clark, Nisky native, Cortland baseball player with us on 1045 The Team and 1045theteam.com. As I alluded to, you guys 19-3 as a team this season. You guys always have a target on your back. Is it even more so this year?
I would say playing at Cortland, you got to be able to play in pressure, especially because every team you play is going to give you their best shot. They're going to throw their ace. They're going to skip off days for position players. It's just one of those things that people always want to beat you. And we cherish that. We enjoy that. We like the challenge, and it's good for us. It gets us ready for postseason, especially come SUNYACs, come regionals, come World Series, and I think that really tunes us up to be the best program that we possibly can.
What's the key to your guys' success this year so far at 19-3?
Our key to success, I would say, is just sticking to it. We have a lot of guys. We lost a couple of key cogs from last year, but our pitching has been phenomenal. We've been led by kind of Seth Lamondo, who's our horse. He's a number 1 transfer from Division I Coastal Carolina. He's a very good baseball player, can swing it pretty well too. Got his first hit yesterday. And I think our coaching staff really contributes to our success. We have Coach Brown, who's one of the most recognized Division III coaches, let alone any division. So that's just a special component about playing at Cortland.
Is the rest of the SUNYAC starting to, I don't want to say catch up to you guys because no one else is winning national championships, but Oswego's very, very good now. I think you guys lost 2 out of 3 to New Paltz, if I'm not mistaken. Brockport's always very, very good. Has the level of play and competition in the SUNYAC risen over your time there?
Yeah, I think it actually has. We don't really, personally, I don't really keep up to it too much. I just like to stick with our team, our guys, our games, stay focused on Cortland baseball. But the SUNYAC has gotten a little bit better, and that's good. That prepares us for postseason. I see Oswego's kind of swinging it well. I think they're nationally ranked. Brockport's a big weekend for us. This upcoming weekend, we actually play 2 tomorrow at Brockport. So, it's exciting. It's good. I want to play good baseball, and I think our team does too, and it'll get us ready for postseason and beyond that. So it's definitely something we cherish.
Austin Clark, Nisky native, Cortland baseball player with us on 1045 The Team and 1045theteam.com. Austin, we've been talking a lot about the Capital Region baseball scene nationally at the pro level. A ton of guys playing professionally right now, and one of them is Garrett Whitley, who's a Niskayuna native, who's younger than you as well. I don't know if you know Garrett at all, but how cool is it for you? How gratifying is it to see Niskayuna on the national landscape because Garrett got drafted in the first round last year?
It's It's unbelievable. And I actually got the chance to play with Garrett my senior year of high school. He was a freshman. He started in right field. And I think he had the best average on the team. I got to play a couple of years of Legion ball with him for the Schenectady County Indians. And I think one of the coolest things about Garrett Willie is the fact that if you weren't from Nisky, and if you weren't, a baseball fan and, didn't follow the news because he's all over it, you'd really have no clue that he's, first of all, a millionaire, and second of all, a professional baseball player. He comes from a great family. He's humble, a great background, and he's just a super down-to-earth guy. And, I can't wait to follow his journey and buy a jersey one day because he's a stud. And, it's exciting for Nisky to get on the map like that.
Austin Clark with us on 104.5 The Team, 104.5theteam.com. Nisky Union native, national champion last year at Cortland, and the Red Dragons 19-3. They may be on their way to another national championship. Austin, best of luck. Stay healthy. Continue to swing the bat well, and we'll talk to you again.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.